crux of the matter today. Water conservation, sustainability. So typically what we have available to us today in food processing are a couple different technologies. This is a hot water pressure unit. This one happens to be propane. You need propane and 110 volts. So I've used these in the past, and they're very effective. You get pressure and you get heat. The downside is you can't use them everywhere. You're putting lots of water, so you have consideration to electrical components, motors, photo eyes. If it'll take some paint off surfaces where the other R systems will not. Potential for damage certainly exists there. It is minimized to almost nothing when we use our dry vapor cleaning and sanitizing. This unit here, if you're doing a packaging line or a robotics, you have to take time and cover all the electrical components. Water. The very best ones will use about 2 gallons of water per minute. This unit here requires almost 3 gallons of water per minute. So when I have it fired up, that's what's going on my floor. Not 1 to 2 ounces that's evaporating before it hits there. Remember, this is 100% water. Yes, we heat it up and you see some smoke coming off of it, but it's saturated water. The molecule size, 6/10,000ths of a micron with our steam units evaporating generally before it hits the floor. Here, your water size is 2 microns. Big, big difference. We're all familiar with our pressure washers. This happens to be one. It just happens to be mine from home. And the very best ones will do about 2 gallons of water per minute, but this one happens to use about 4. Certainly less than my home line pressure that delivers 5 gallons of water per minute in my home. We're in a commercial building here, and we know that our system here in the commercial building puts out 8 gallons of water per minute. Or almost 8. Is that right, Assistant B? Okay. Anywhere I've been in industry, where I've been involved with food processing, we're running 8 to 10 gallons of water per minute. We need that because, remember, some jobs require more volume. So we generally allow for about 10 gallons of flow per minute coming out of your water hose. That's 600 gallons per hour, folks. But do you only have one water hose? Maybe you've got a large facility where you have 6, 7, 8, 10 employees. But maybe you have 4 or 5. So you have, say, 5 times 600, then you know what kind of water you have going down on your floor that has to go down to the drain, affecting your effluent, your wastewater issues. Maybe you have a pretreatment facility. How much do you have to treat that to get it managed down into the sewage facility that your community operates under the EPA regulations. So you can get the idea of the flow of water here. It's almost as much as flowing off my brow right now as I'm beginning to melt. But we're about 20 seconds. This is just regular line pressure in our commercial building. B, we can go ahead and shut off. 3, 2, 1. That's pretty good timing. So that's what 7 gallons of water looks like per minute. I told you, my experience tells me you use an 8 to 10, and more like 10. But what's it look like on the floor? That's 1 minute. I don't know that we clean anything with 1 minute. Once again, I don't know that you clean anything with 1 hose. That's 10 gallons for 1 minute. That's 1 water hose times 60. That's 600 gallons in 1 hour. In an 8-hour shift, this closes 480 gallons of water with 1 hose. How many hoses do you have? Where's that water going to go? You're not going to collect it in a bucket while you're cleaning. It goes to the floor. So what do we have? At the end of the shift, whatever you're paying that person, 2, 3, 4, depending on how much you have, they're doing this, aren't they? I've had as many as 5 or 6. I would have 7 or 8 people doing it, but I couldn't afford the time. But that's what we do at the end of the shift. If my employee is doing this, then they're not cleaning something on the master sanitation schedule. Are we using 2 or 3 gallons of water per minute? Are we using 3 or 4? We know sometimes you're using 8 to 10. Our systems use 1 to 2 ounces of water per minute. Boy, does it make it easy and fun again. That's it per minute, folks. I would challenge anyone, I would say there's no water on the floor. There's certainly not enough where I put that other than the water around it that we dumped earlier. Remember, 10 gallons of water per minute, 600 gallons per hour, each hose. You can have 10 of these going, you're still not going to have any wastewater. Very, very interesting, very, very effective, and this thing cleans as quickly and effectively as it looks like it would. Makes cleaning fun again.